Hello, I'm Justin Heyer with Long Range Tactics, and on today's video we're going to do the field review of the Ruck tripod from Two Vet Sporting Goods. Stay tuned. Jose Gardner actually got this tripod a little while ago. You can watch his unboxing video here, and then he graciously sent it to me to use a little bit this fall since I had a few more hunts than he did. The reason I was interested in something like this, a center column for easy glassing with binoculars, as well as it's a little bit lighter than some of my other tripods and a little bit sturdier than my true lightweight tripods. This thing comes in at 3 pounds 10 ounces as it sits with this head on it. It's 22 inches long, so it fits lengthwise in a pack very nice. It's only about 4 inches in diameter too, including that head, maybe even a little bit smaller, but between 3.5 and 4 inches. So it fits down in the side pocket of my Kafaru Ma Deuce, no problem. You can also strap it onto the side of pretty much any pack you want to out there. It's not a true lightweight tripod, so the real backpacking, ounce counters are not gonna wanna take a look at this, but the guy who wants to take a little bit sturdier tripod for the benefits it can provide while still maintaining a fairly lightweight package, this thing's awesome. This upper leg is 28 millimeters, then 25, then 22, and I believe 19. So it's actually, these legs are a little bit bigger, a little bit stiffer than most backpacking tripods. But again, you get a little bit lighter weight package than some of these big tripods a lot of you guys are used to carrying, while still maintaining quite a bit of rigidity. Now, this center column is super awesome. For you guys that use binos to glass, this allows you to make quick adjustments as you're looking up and downhill and everywhere else. It is a lifesaver with binoculars. Completely unnecessary for me with a spotting scope, but I found when I was picking up my new 12 power Swaros, they really need to be on a tripod to be fully effective, and not having a center column like some of my other tripods had was really annoying while sitting on the mountain trying to make adjustments up and down. With my angled spotter it was fine, with those binoculars it was not. So this gives you that quick adjustability. The only thing that I would notice when I'd throw a spotter on this, sometimes it felt like it was a little wiggly. It's because it actually was. If I didn't tighten this screw down, that center column has just ever so bit of slight play, and that actually shows up when you've got 30 to 60 power magnification. So as long as you make a little twist on that knob to lock everything up, it's awesome. That's actually one thing I would probably swap out if I was keeping this long term. I would either get a little bit longer one so it's easier to reach my fingers in there with gloves, or maybe even look at could I get a little bit bigger diameter. To do that, you probably have to go longer anyway. It's not terribly difficult, but it would be a little bit nicer when you're fiddling around without looking at it if that knob was just a little tiny bit bigger. This head is awesome. It, just a standard ball head with your panning feature. This clamp was money. It worked on every Arca rail I tried without needing any sort of adjustment. I probably tried 4 or 5 different brands of Arca and they all fit, so that was really nice. The tension adjuster, like he talks about in his unboxing video, the inner ring is actually like your minimum tension set, then your outer ring's your final lock. I did find when it got cold that I needed to adjust this minimum tension a little bit looser than what it needed to be when it was warm. This had a propensity to stick a little bit. If I adjust that tension down just a little bit lower, I could then, break it free. Sometimes it even required just a little wiggle. It's almost like I was getting maybe some condensation down in there and just a slight bit of freezing. Certainly not a problem, but it was something that once I set it a little bit lower in the winter and the later fall, it worked quite a bit better. So, awesome little tripod. I actually shot off of it for a little bit as well at the range. I can shoot off this, within percentage points of what I can shoot off a heavier duty tripod. That's not necessarily saying much because I'm not a great shot off a tripod, but it was certainly doable. I was holding groups a little over I think it was 1.25 minutes with this from a standing position and about 1 minute from a sitting position. So for hunting, that really extends some distance. If I needed to get a little height, I'd feel confident throwing my rifle over the top of that and shooting. So overall, if you're looking for a little bit lighter weight option that still provides a lot of stability for a hunting tripod, I really recommend you take a look at this Ruck. It's got that nice carbon fiber, so it's warm on your hands when it's cold outside. Legs lock up, it's stable, super easy to use. This head they have on there, which is you need to buy that separate, but that head was a great little head. I would use it again in a heartbeat. Overall, great tripod. Glad I packed it around all fall. If you have any questions, hit us down in the comments. We'll be happy to answer them. Thanks for watching.